Multiple witnesses told police the suspect shot and killed his ex-wife's new husband here in the parking lot of this church behind me. And court records show there was a long history of domestic issues involving the same suspect prior to the killing. After showing up uninvited to a funeral here at the Oasis of Hope Baptist Church on Saturday, police claim a man named Stephen Lowe shot and killed 42-year-old Alan Jermaine Turrman.
This is the story of 42-year-old married man Alan Jermaine Turrman, a 35-year-old killed by his wife's ex-husband during his mother-in-law's burial. During an altercation, Stephen unexpectedly came up to the burial and shot Alan. After Alan was tragically shot and murdered by Shannon's ex-husband Stephen Lowe, the newlywed couple, who had planned to have their wedding reception at the Keystone Event Center a week after the burial, is now employing the same venue decor and catering for Alan's memorial service. Welcome to Off the Wall Crimes, Lost Souls Edition. Hit the subscribe button and bell to be notified of more Off the Wall crime stories. This instance leads us to Indianapolis, Indiana, situated in the heart of the Midwest. Indianapolis thrives as a vibrant center of culture, commerce, and entertainment. With a crime rate of 44 per 1,000 residents, it stands among the highest in the nation when compared to communities of all sizes, spanning from small towns to major cities. The likelihood of experiencing either a violent or property crime in Indianapolis is 1 in 23. Alan Jermaine Turrman, who is 42 years old, was born in Danville, Illinois, but now lives in Indianapolis, Indiana. He's a friendly guy, always happy, and likes to joke around. Alan is married to Shannon Turrman, and they have a really nice relationship. They often share photos and stories about their love on social media. Alan is someone who has always been loving and caring in his relationships. He and Shannon are always posting about how much they love each other. But sadly, just 3 months after they got married, something bad happened. It wasn't their fault, though. It was because of Shannon's ex-husband. Shannon had been previously married, and it was a part of her past that lingered. Her ex-husband, Stephen Lowe, was known to be quite unstable. Shannon Turrman and Stephen Lowe divorced in February 2022. On August 24, 2022, Shannon married Alan Jermaine Turrman, a loving father of 5 with remarkable talents. The couple initially met while working in the culinary field. They had been friends for 15 years and had an on-and-off dating relationship during that time. Throughout their relationship, Stephen subjected Shannon to abuse, resulting in hospitalization and threats with a gun among other terrible acts. Despite their breakup, Stephen continued to harass Shannon, leading her to obtain a protection order against him. Learning about Shannon's new marriage, Stephen became enraged, incessantly calling her and making demands. Alan, being a devoted husband, did his best to protect and support Shannon amidst Stephen's aggression. Amidst all these challenges, Shannon experienced the loss of her mother and was in the midst of planning her funeral. Despite this, she and her husband had arranged for a wedding reception in mid-November 2022 to celebrate their recent marriage with family and friends, following the funeral. However, life took an unexpected turn on the day of her mother's burial. On Saturday, November 5, 2022, Shannon and Jermaine attended her mother's funeral at the Oasis of Hope Baptist Church in Indianapolis, Indiana. Stephen unexpectedly arrived, and Jermaine requested him to leave as he was being confrontational. A scuffle ensued between Stephen and Alan in the church parking lot, which was eventually broken up by other funeral attendees. After Stephen departed, a short while later, another individual, 35-year-old Stephen, returned to the scene. Pamela Grant, Alan's mother, urged her son to leave the funeral. As they walked towards her vehicle, she opened the passenger side door. Suddenly, a white vehicle pulled up beside them. Stephen Lowe, the ex-husband, emerged and shot Alan twice in the chest before speeding away. Witnesses immediately dialed 911 as bystanders attempted to administer aid to Alan, but sadly, their efforts were in vain. Alan Jermaine Turrman, aged 42, tragically lost his life at the scene of his mother-in-law's funeral. Despite the prompt arrival of police and medical personnel, Alan could not be saved. Stephen Lowe was eventually apprehended and detained on an initial charge of murder. The past 2 days have been a roller coaster of emotions for Shannon Turrman. During the memorial service for her mother on Saturday, her ex-husband unexpectedly appeared, leading to a heated argument with Shannon's husband, Jermaine, which quickly escalated into a physical altercation. There are moments when we're unsure of our purpose on earth, but now I believe that God is revealing my calling. It's to advocate for victims of domestic violence and be their voice. He is charged with murder, unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent offender, illegal carrying of a handgun, and invasion of privacy. According to court records, Stephen previously faced charges of sexual assault and strangulation in 2017, as well as domestic battery in 2021. Earlier, Shannon Turrman and her husband Alan had planned to celebrate their wedding reception at the Keystone Event Center a week after the funeral. However, now they will repurpose the same venue decorations and catering for Alan's memorial, following his tragic death during Shannon's mother's funeral. It's a heartbreaking conclusion to the life of a kind and wonderful man who brought happiness to others. Shannon has found a new love and is beginning to develop strong feelings for the person she sees as her ideal partner. While many friends and family members are delighted for her, some express reservations, citing the short time between Alan's passing and Shannon's new relationship. On his birthday, Alan's family released balloons in his memory, highlighting the deep sense of loss felt by those who cherished him dearly. The moral lesson that can be drawn from this tragic incident is the importance of addressing and taking action against domestic violence. Stephen Lowe's violent actions resulted from his inability to accept Shannon's new relationship and his ongoing harassment and abuse towards her. Despite obtaining a protection order against Stephen, Shannon and her husband Alan still faced threats and violence. This story underscores the devastating consequences of domestic violence and the urgent need for society to support and protect victims. It highlights the importance of taking threats seriously, providing resources for victims to seek help, and holding perpetrators accountable for their actions. Additionally, the community's response to this tragedy, including their efforts to support Shannon and Alan's family, demonstrates the significance of compassion, empathy, and solidarity in times of crisis. It also emphasizes the importance of advocating for victims of domestic violence and working towards preventing such incidents from occurring in the future. Ultimately, the moral lesson is a call to action to stand against domestic violence, support victims, and create a safer and more compassionate society for everyone. I was deeply saddened to hear about the tragic loss of Alan Jermaine Turrman. Words cannot express the sorrow and shock I felt upon learning about this senseless act of violence. Please accept my heartfelt condolences during this incredibly difficult time. Alan was a remarkable individual, known for his kindness, love, and unwavering devotion to you, Shannon. His bright spirit and warm personality touched the lives of everyone around him, leaving a lasting impact on all who had the privilege of knowing him. The circumstances surrounding Alan's passing are truly heartbreaking, and my heart goes out to you and your family as you navigate through this profound grief. Please know that you are surrounded by love and support during this time of immense loss. I am deeply sorry that you have had to endure such a devastating tragedy, and I want you to know that I am here for you, Shannon, whenever you need someone to lean on or a shoulder to cry on. May Alan's memory be a source of comfort and strength for you and your family, and may you find solace in the cherished moments you shared together. You are in my thoughts and prayers, and I am sending you all my love and deepest sympathy. Thanks for watching Off the Wall Crimes, Lost Souls Edition. Please stay safe out there, and see you guys in the next video.